Hey guys, how you doing? It's Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA basketball previews and predictions today for Wednesday. It is March 12th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. All right, let's get to the game of the day between the Boston Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder now. Looking at the bookmakers line, they got the Celtics as a 3-point home court favorite. 228.5 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to lean with Boston in this one. 116 to 112, the over-under, landing on 228.59, just a hair over the total of 228.5. Looking at the last game for the Thunder, it was a 13-point loss to the Denver Nuggets. 140-127 was the final, while the Celtics, they beat the Utah Jazz 114-108. And tonight at the Gardens, we're going to give Boston Celtics a 65.1% chance of winning compared to 41.6% for the Thunder, which is good if you follow the Raymond Report. Anytime you get the cow at 40% or higher, you got to give it some consideration. Looking at the Boston Celtics, they're coming in on a 5-game straight-up win streak. Their last 2 games have gone under. They're playing on 1 day's rest. They are now 47-18 on the season, 30-35-0 to the under. Their strength of schedule last 7 games at 51.02%, so they're coming in battle-tested for this one. They're 8-2 in their last 10 straight up, 6-4 ATS, and 6 of those 10 games went under the total. I had the value index listed at minus 6.31, and you can see minus 3 is the line, so getting a bit of a discount here. And you know what? If you like Boston's tonight and you can take the money line, I would take them on the money line. Don't sweat those 3 points. Kogo's at 58%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. You got an A bullish team against another A bullish team. What that means in the Vegas index cycle, that both these teams are in a good streak right now. They're either 7-0, 6-1, or 5-2 in the last 7 games. And looking at the Thunder, they're playing on 1 day's rest. They're having a great year, 53-13 on the season, and 36-29-1 to the over. Their strength of schedule, 46.9, which is pretty good as well. 8-2 in the last 10, same thing as the Celtics. 5-5 when it comes to the point spread, and 7 of their last 10 games have gone over the total. I did have the value index at plus 2.5. And you're getting right there close to 3. So if you like Oklahoma City Thunder, take the plus 3 as you're getting good value. And again, the Kogo is at 58%. All right, let's go to Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena, where the Raptors taking on the Philadelphia 76ers as a 3.5-point home court favorite. 219.5 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to lean with the Raptors in this one by 4. 110 to 106. Over-under landing on 217.37, so we do like this game to stay under the total. Looking at the Raptors last game, a 119-104 victory over the Wizards, so they split those 2 home games. That was a weird situation. They had 2 home games against the Wizards, while the Sixers, they lost to the Atlanta Hawks. 132-123 was the final. We're going to give them a 36.9% chance of winning tonight in Toronto and 59.1 for the Raptors. Raptors right now, last 10 games, 5-5 straight up, 6-4 ATS. And their value index is listed at minus 3.9. So if you like Toronto, fair market value. And if you like the Sixers, we had them listed at 4.86. So you're getting close to that at 3.5. They are 2-8 though in their last 10 games, 3-7 ATS, and 7 of their last 10 basketball games have gone over the total. And if you look at the streak, they're now on a 4-game over streak. That's why your Kogo is a little low here tonight at 39%. Atlanta Hawks off that win against the Sixers, 132-123 was the final, taking on the Charlotte Hornets, who won their last game 105-102 against the Miami Heat. Last 3 games for the Hornets have gone under, while the Atlanta Hawks coming in on a 3-game win streak, and they're an 8.5-point favorite tonight against the Hornets. 236 is the total, and we do like the ATL in this one. 124 to 115, the over-under listed at 239.32, so we do like this game to go over the total. And looking at the last 10 games for the Hornets, only 2-8 straight up, 4-6 to the ATS, and 3-7 to the under, while the Atlanta Hawks are 5-5, 3-6-1 against the point spread, and 6 of their last 10 basketball games have gone over the total. And your Kogo kind of agrees with the over tonight at 67%. All right, let's go to Dallas taking on the San Antonio Spurs, and the Spurs a 6-point favorite, 237.5 is the total, and we got San Antonio winning by a bucket, 119 to 117, the over-under at 237.2. We're going to give the Mavericks a 48.2% chance to winning, which is pretty good in the Rain Report, compared to 55.4 for the San Antonio Spurs. So another back-to-back game situation. They lost to Dallas last game, 133-129 was the final. They're 2-8 straight up and ATS in their last 10 games. So the law of average could be on your side tonight if you like the Spurs, but I don't know if I want to lay minus 6 points against a Sea Bears team against another bearish team, which is a B-type team. But we all know that B comes from most of the Luka Doncic when he was with the Mavericks. All right, the Miami Heat taking on the LA Clippers. This will be your Raymond Report tip sheet of the day. I'll get to that one in just 1 minute. Miami Heat minus 2.5 is the line, 208.5 is the total, and we do like the Clippers pull the upset here. 103 to 102, the over-under at 206.26. So we do like this game to stay under the total. Looking at the Clippers last game, a 127-120 loss to the Pelicans. That was last night. So they're playing in back-to-back game situations, while the Heat, they lost their last game to the Charlotte Hornets, so they're not going to be in a good mood tonight off a 105-102 defeat to Charlotte. They're now riding a 4-game losing streak. The last 5 games have gone under, while the Clippers' last 2 games have gone over. They're only 2-8 ATS in the last 10 games, and the Kogo in this one's at 58%. Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Utah Jazz as a 12.5-point home court favorite. 247.5 is the total, and we do like Memphis to win this one. 127 to 115, the over-under at 242.8. So we do like it to stay under the total. Memphis Grizzlies' last 4 games have gone under. They're on a 3-game win streak, while the Utah Jazz are riding a 6-game losing streak. They've covered the spread in the last 2, however. They're 2-8 straight up, but 7-3 against the point spread. So, hey, you know what? When I see a stat like that, 2-8 straight up, but 7-3, that tells me they're in most games late in the fourth quarter. All right, Houston Rockets taking on the Phoenix Suns. Now the Suns off a 2-point loss to the Grizzlies. 120-118 was the final, while the Rockets, double-digit game against Orlando. Look at that, 97-84. That's like a NCAA March Madness type score right there. And looking at the chance of winning does favor the Rockets. We're going to be a 4.5-point favorite tonight. 224.5 is the total. And Houston on a 3-game win streak. We got the Rockets winning by 5. Let's see if that hook comes into play. 115 to 110, the over-under at 225.36. I got the New York Knicks beating the Portland Trailblazers. 118 to 114, the over-under landing on 233.1. Bookmakers making New York a 4-point favorite. 227.5 is your total. And Portland coming in tonight on a 4-game losing streak, while the New York Knicks have only 2-8 ATS in their last 10 games. And you're probably the second game of the night after the game between Oklahoma City and Boston. The Denver Nuggets a 4-point favorite. 234.5 is the total. And we do have Denver winning this one. 119 to 115, the over-under at 235.05. So we'll see this game maybe go over the total. We'll see if Denver's going to have a letdown factor here, as they had a big win over the Oklahoma City Thunder. They won by 13. 140 points scored against the Thunder. That's a lot of points. And Minnesota on a 5-game winning streak right now. They're 6-4 straight up and ATS in their last 10 games. All right, your game of the day is the Raymond Report tip sheet of the day. And we're going to go to the Clippers and Miami Heat game. And looking at Miami, they're a 2.5-point favorite tonight. 208.5 is the total. I got the Clippers winning 103-102, the over-under at 206.26. My value index, though, has minus 3.8. So if you like Miami, it's fair market value. I had plus 6.75, so we're a little bit undervalued here for the Clippers, who have a 42.7% chance of winning. And looking at the side edges, 4-1 favoring Miami. And the overs edges, look at that. 17 edges to the over, 1 to the under. And when the LA Clippers are on the road against a C-type team, they are 9-4 straight up. So I kind of like that fact that we're getting plus money on a team that knows how to beat up the beatables. And when you look at the history for the Clippers in Miami, the last 10, 7-3 straight up, 8-2 ATS. And in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, either in LA or Miami, the Heat does not play well against Kawhi Leonard and company. 3-7 straight up and against the point spread. I'm going to take the LA Clippers tonight, plus 2.5, and let's see if that hook comes into play. And I hope that it's a 103-102 type game. That means the Clippers won and covered the spread. Folks, don't forget, you can get the Raymond Report each and every day right here at atsstats.com. Today, your free tip sheet of the day on the front page is the game between the Thunder and the Boston Celtics. And you know what? If you scroll right down to the bottom, come and check out the nice stats and trends on both these teams. And it's all for free right here at atsstats.com. Have a great night of hoops. I'll see you back here on a Thirsty Thursday. Cheers.